Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Error.
Where do you want to go next?
Hello, everybody. We what? Wee wee. Why would you say wee wee? The stream just started, man. We ain't talking about wee wees yet. Wee wee baguette. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? Asana, super quick on the draw right there. Happy, hey, hi. Tortilla. Oh, hey, what's up, Coffee? Bavish, hey, good to see you again, man. Don't mind me scrolling up and down on the other computer. For some reason, it's scrolling up and down on this computer as well. I never saw the hydroculus amount. Wait. Please don't tell me. Please do not ever tell me. I still haven't gotten over dendroculus and stuff. I mean, thankfully, it doesn't have anything to do with stamina, so I don't really care. Thankfully. $400. Oh my god. For real? Hey, what's up, Scorf? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's okay until I don't have a Sakura tree in Fontaine. They don't? Well, I mean, kind of don't care. I mean, like the tree thing, yeah, sure, it is free Primo Gems, and like the big radish in Sumeru, it is free Primo Gems, I guess, but I don't know. Just, I don't think it's worth the time, really. A new underwater tree. Wouldn't that be just a water lily? Is he here? I need a few hours for them to come out. Here, well, you know, it's YouTube, right? All right, Eric. You okay? I don't know how old you are. I don't know how long you've been on YouTube, but if you've been here for even a day, like if you've spent at least 24 hours like looking at YouTube, like scrolling down your YouTube feed, your subscription feed. Pretty sure you know how YouTube rolls. Titles, thumbnails. It's clickbait. It's not a lie. I didn't say it's here now. Right? I just said it's here on our doorstep. Like, I don't know. It's up to your up to your interpretation. I didn't say it's here now. It's here like in front of me. I didn't say I was playing it. Okay, you got me. It's clickbait, okay? Clickbait. 3.8 with an asterisk. Got a new character? Eula. This 3.8 lol. Have you heard about the new character? Eula? She seems so cool. She seems so cool. Get it? Because she's cryo. Cryo's element of ice. It's cool. Ice is cool. Makes your drinks cool. Right? Get it? And okay. I'll just shut up. Aren't taking interest in 3.8 as I see online. Yep. Well, here's the thing.
If you'd like to see
well, 3.8 is kind of dead.
I have
It's kind of dead in the water, especially because like they literally just released a bunch of stuff for Fontaine. They released drip marketing. Yeah, they have drip marketing. So and here's the thing. So this is from a developer standpoint. If you'll please excuse my frozen screen. I'm alt tabbing right now to do the daily. What is this called? What is this called? The daily login. Daily check-in. It's not login. So, yep, drip marketing. Okay, alright, going back to the whole developer discussion. So, if you're a developer, especially one as active and as punctual as Hoyo, you certainly are going to want all your staff, well, as many of their staff, making sure the next brand new shiny region is up to snuff. Especially, were those hearts I was seeing? I thought I was seeing some hearts in the chat. That was weird. Okay, well, yeah. Oh, I am seeing hearts. Wait, how are you all doing that? That is... Wait, who's doing that? There's a bunch of hearts coming out now. How are you guys doing that? That's also the wrong team. So, okay, from a developer standpoint, it's really hard to develop content for this patch when you know the next one is really big. Why can't I see that? I know I had the same problem when people in chat were saying like, "Hey, don't you see it?" And some like people in chat literally sending me, DMing me on Discord, sending me screenshots of it, both on mobile and on PC. And I'm the only one that can't see it. But for some reason now I'm the only one that can see it. It's magic. Oh, is that you? My heart hurts because I missed buying Kai cons last June. I could have had C6. Oh no! Wait, why did you? How did you miss it on purpose, or did you just forget that the shop was resetting? Actually, I'm not playing too much too. Just like dailies, event, and sometimes resin. Well, I'm glad you don't seem to be as hooked up on Genshin as the rest of us. I forgot this is not C1. Yelon.
The eye sweeps the land.
Oh. Nope. You ain't doing that to me.
Witness the power. Gotcha. No, my sword. Things are about to get dicey.
Rain outline. I let my guard down.
Evasion is futile.
Okay, there we go.
Only emptiness awaits.
It's magic, RJ. Alright. Well, hey, appreciate the hearts, man. But yeah. So, 3.8. We kind of expected this. Like, if you think about it logically, so, everybody knows. Everybody's been complaining. 3.6, 3.7, 3.8. Dead patches. Dead patches. Genshin is dying. That's what everyone is saying. And that's what everybody's been saying. Like, pretty much at the end of a big, of a cycle in Genshin. And reason why is more of their developers need to start working on the next big region. So fewer developers can work on patches, especially minor patches, minor version updates, especially right before a big one. And same happened before 3.0, same thing happened before 2.0. Yeah, and before 2.0 they started talking about Genshin is dying. Genshin is dying. People are quitting. There are no more updates. There's no more content. Oh, guess what? Genshin's still here. Are there any leaks about new characters? Hey now. There ain't no talk about leaks on my channel. Wink wink. Get them leaks out of here. Please forgive for some reason. The the southern dialogue has stuck a little bit, unfortunately. I just watched Django. I know it's an 11-year-old movie, and I just watched it. I mean, it's, you know, I wouldn't say it's the best movie I've seen, but I would say it's just a fun movie. Yeah, if you just want to watch a movie and you're not really into like having an entire a decade-old story to follow along, sure, it's just a fun movie, I guess. I remember RJ's stream title, Genshin Feels Dry. Yeah, right? I mean, like, okay, here's the thing. Okay? It's YouTube, okay? We're on YouTube. All of us are on YouTube. So, okay, understandable. If you're just consuming content, then there's no reason for you to get on the to get on that little clicky baity train. There's no reason for you to get on that train. But if you're posting anything on YouTube, then yeah, you better get on that train, or else you're getting left behind. Thank goodness my ping's really nice today. Since I have returned again. Oh, hey, what's up, Dark Spice? Yo, long time no see, man. How's it going? Hello, guys. Yo, what's up, Shuri? How are you, man? Hey, happy. I think I had a better title than just Genshin Feels Dry a long time ago. I think this was like before 3.0. Yeah, this was way before 3.0. I had a stream title that went like giving up on Genshin. And then all it ended up being was that Hoyo is giving up on Genshin. I mean, it's not untrue though, right? It's not untrue. They're giving up on making it into a better game than what it is. They've already given up. They've sort of realized the peak of what Genshin can be, and they decided not to keep pushing. Here in the Philippines, we have a saying that says it goes like, don't force it or it'll bleed.
No touching.
Yeah. Take it how you will, but no, it works in a lot of cases. Don't force it or it'll bleed. Finally AR 40, and I'm currently in the process of dying during the Raiden Shogun boss fight. Oh my god. Are you mean like the quest? Are you stuck on the quest? Or are you like trying to claim rewards from it? My Shangling after surgery yesterday? Surgery? Oh. Is now 65 crit rate, 135. Okay, that's a lot better. 235 ER. That's actually really good. 2-piece emblem, 2-piece wander. That's
Where are those
really
who
good.
share the memory?
Okay, question though. How much attack does she have? It can't be that bad, I think, because like you have you had Skyward on her, so I don't think it could be that bad. If you don't have a lot of attack substats and are on an ER sans, which I'm assuming you are because you have a good amount of ER, I'm guessing you probably have somewhere around maybe 1600 or 1700, maybe even 1800, because it's a high base attack weapon. Yeah, pretty much. Oof. I mean, I'm just thankful that by the time the Shogun boss got released, I wasn't a dummy in Genshin anymore. Well, I was still a bit of a dummy, but at least I wasn't a completely a complete nab at Genshin. And my account, while I was still a nab, I was still an absolute nab. At least my account carried me against that fight. So while I did have a bit of trouble with it actually. Especially in the Archon quest. The Archon quest it gave me a bit of trouble. Especially because I didn't know there would be a fight against the Shogun, against A, in the Archon quest, like in the plane of Yoimiya. And I just had my overworld like sprinting team, which had no DPSs. Just had, what did I even have? So I had Razor, an unleveled and unbuilt Razor, just made for what was it made for? Made for farming crystal chunks. Venti, because I didn't have Kazuha then. And Sayu, I think I had Sayu. I don't remember, but I had 2 animal units, and then a 4th character which I don't remember who it was. So I had nobody, and it was a nightmare. I had to do the whole thing again. I had to close out Genshin, go back in with an actual team, and had to do the dialogue. You could say the dialogue literally is die-a-log, because you die because the dialogue is really long and boring and uninteresting, right? You get it? Dialogue? No? Okay, I'll shut up. I'm using catch. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm surprised. What did you what conclusion did you come to on your Shogun? Did you end up concluding that Skyward was the way to go? Swap? Nope, too late. We got 1900 attack, 69. Nice. Crit rate.
Solidify.
Rain outlines your fate. Game's up. Fun's over.
137 hit damage, 310 ER, 4-piece emblem, Sky's fine. Okay. What did you end up concluding? Does your Shogun do more damage with Skyward?
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Let me. Things are about to get dicey.
Or did you decide that you wanted your Shangling to do more damage?
Gather.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
I'm gonna want to do an 1E before I finish this. No? Okay, don't have energy. Okay. Perfect. That's it. Let's finish this. Come on, let's go. Okay, there we go. I actually struggled on Senora more than Raiden. Oh my god. Speaking of Senora, I didn't actually struggle with Senora herself, but I struggled with that dummy thing that Yamiko told us to fight for apparently training to fight A. While okay, that's not the Senora boss. I know, but it was like along the same Archon quest. I don't know. I can't begin to comprehend how much time I spent on that fight. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. I ended up going on YouTube looking for how others were doing it, and then I was like, okay, that's what I'm doing. I guess I'm not good enough. I didn't understand. Isn't Yelan the upcoming banner too? Yelan, no. Yelan, no. In 3.8, oh, I don't know if you're talking about in Fontaine, but 3.8, no, it's Eula, Klee, Kokomi, and Wander. There's actually a bunch of stuff to talk about today, right? Banners. We got released. 4 stars. Mika, Thoma and Razor. One of the... I don't know. It could be good, I guess. But I knew. I don't think it's the worst, 4-star setup we've ever had. But it's definitely up there. It's a pretty strong candidate for one of the worst banners we've ever had. Especially because the 5 stars are less than, they leave a lot to be desired. Yeah, the 5 stars leave a lot to be desired, and the 4 stars aren't that great either. Razor, what's up? What's wrong with Razor, Taz? Show Shangling build, please. I just got C6. Why? Okay, what's up with her being C6? You should have built her way before C6. Well, not way before. I mean, like, even before C4, she's still pretty strong. Yeah. Yep, that's my build. Can't imagine Sino being serious because all he does in my mind is make dad jokes. I mean, he looks serious, at least. You crowned her too? Yeah, I did. I think it's worth it. Especially way back then, when my account didn't have a bunch of damages yet. Right? I needed every bit of damage I could get.
Access denied. No touching.
Let's light it up.
Stabilize. Perish!
Grow. Born of ice and frost.
And I thought RJ doesn't crown me. Well, I crowned some. From way back then when I needed the damage.
I am.
Especially way back then when there were much fewer characters that I thought were worth crowning. I mean, like, heck, I even crowned Mona's Burst. I crowned Mona's Burst on my main account. I crowned her. I crowned Xingqiu's E and Q. I think it's decent.
Access denied.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Please hit. I missed. Come on, man. Okay.
Kneel. Solidify.
Okay. Don't disappear. I think one disappeared. I keep missing, bro. It's a giant robot that hardly moves. I keep missing. 200 goals, 2 accounts. Did not get a single copy. Yeah. It's oh wow, what happened? Okay. That's yeah, that's kind of why for some time now I've kind of been complaining about it really, while we have, you know, it's very hard to get actual evidence whether or not the banner 4-star rates are fixed or not fixed but rigged. But
Possible.
it's hard to agree that they're not. It's hard to agree that they're not rigged. Right? It's hard to disagree with somebody that says no, they're not rigged. It is just a very low chance.
No touching.
Yeah, but there's also a very low chance to get 4 stars that aren't on the banner. And for some reason,
Access denied.
we are getting 4 stars that aren't on the banner. Is 100k on Raiden Burst good enough? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But of course that depends on what kind of buffs you got. If it's just like a normal, like just with Kazuha, just with Bennett, and then no foods, and then like it's not on a boss that amplifies your damage. Like for example, on the Scaramouche boss, for example, and I think the Perpetual Mechanical Ray, and the Shogun boss, in their like vulnerable state, they amplify your damage by a lot. If it's just like a normal setup, like just with VV, with Kazuha buff maybe, and Bennett, 100k is pretty good. I got a 51 pity. Guaranteed. I used 900 Genesis crystals that I saved up to buy Jean's skin. Bro, really? 51 pity. Man, that's, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. That feels terrible. That sounds terrible. There's 2 days left. You're at 51 pity. 51 pity is close enough to, it's close enough to hurt, but it's far enough to be unlikely to not hurt a lot. I got Thoma in this banner. You got Thoma this banner? I can't imagine how many Thomas you're gonna get once you actually. Oh, no. Once you actually wish on, if you do wish on the 3.8 banners, the first half at least, because Thoma's actually on it. Real RJ on Raiden. I mean, real RJ on Raiden. Not like Scar boss, I guess. Okay, 100k. Yeah, that's really good actually. Yeah, that's really good actually. Like the most common number that I see on my Shogun, and this is in Abyss, right? Because I almost never use Shogun in the overworld because I think she's overkill in the overworld. What am I doing? I need to talk to Catherine. So this is in Abyss, so obviously this is with cards. Is typically, and this is on my third account because my third account has the catch, and it would be unfair to compare to my Shogun on the main account that has engulfing and my second account which is C2 and engulfing. So on my third account, I often see over there like 100 hang on, I'm trying to recall, like 130, 140, but that's with like a much more well-rounded build. You actually have a lot more ER, but ER isn't everything, and in fact, like ER, there's like a certain point of diminishing returns for ER on Shogun. Obviously, she doesn't directly scale off of ER, but she gets, you know, she gets electro damage from ER. But there's a certain like point of diminishing returns to how much damage you get from that, and you're not at the point where your crit damage is ideal, and you don't have the catch. I don't know if the catch with your stat distribution will give Shogun more damage, or if the higher base attack on Skyward will give you more damage. I'm willing to bet that the catch might still be more damage. I think so. I think so. But especially, you know, like if you can make Xiangling deal a lot more damage, I think overall, especially in a rational team, for example, I think that's the best example to decide who gets the catch between Xiangling and Shogun. I think Xiangling, even before C4, should have the catch. I think overall, that's, especially if your Xiangling is at least decently built, I think she will outdamage Shogun in terms of who gets more damage by having the catch.
Next born of ice and frost.
Especially if you vape a lot of your hits, or if not a lot, then all. Hey, what's up, Frog Nuggets? Yup. Yeah, it has been a long time, man. How's it going? Everything alright with you? Too easy to farm the catch. I mean, nobody here can disagree with that, man. Nobody here can disagree with that. Fishing, I just you know what I did with fishing? I sort of turned my brain off for it. I sort of just treated it as some sort of daily. Obviously, there were some fish that respawned every 3 days instead of every 2 days, especially the purple ones. The purple ones in Inazuma. I remember those were kind of annoying. Those respawned every 3 days. So I sort of just treated it as like a daily commission. And every 3 days, way back then, I was still collecting crystal chunks back then. So I sort of treated it just like how I treated crystal chunks. Crystal chunks, dailies, resin stuff. It was just like a brain dead task that I had to do. So I sort of just turned off my brain. I just knew, okay, chores, and then like I didn't like spam it all in one go. I didn't go into other people's worlds. I just did it over time, and then eventually I had R5 the catch. Hey, what's up, Bailu? How's it going, man? Moved to Florida. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Wait, from where? If you don't mind me asking. Also, isn't Florida like, doesn't Florida get a lot of typhoons? I mean, I'm not judging. I understand. Like, it could be any reason. Could be, there's a million reasons to move to Florida. Florida is a really nice state, actually. But I don't know if I would, if I had a choice. Florida probably wouldn't be a state that that would be like at the top of my move to. Oops. State to move to. Oh, come on. They saw me already? That was... Yeah, especially because of, because of typhoons. I get that. I think, from my understanding, they don't call it typhoons in the US. Cyclones, right? I think they're called cyclones in the US. It's me, your happy/happy life or sad life. Here to remind you. Oh, please like the stream. Oh, thank you, Happy. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys. Please like, if you, yeah, please like the stream. Otherwise, Happy will no longer be happy. He'll just become sad life. Yeah. So, if you want, yeah, if you want a fellow Genshin player, if you want a brother to be happy. Yeah. And for him to, like, because don't you want him to not lie about his name? His name saying happy and him not being happy? That feels so icky. Honestly, I'm not one to tell people to like my streams, to like my videos and stuff. Honestly, it feels really icky. I guess you get used to it over time, but man, does that feel icky for the, doing it for the first time. I have 962,040 XP, AR50. It's Bailu. It sounds like you didn't take your. It sounds like you didn't take your World Ascension quest. Oh, interesting. Moved to Florida when I was in New York. Oh, whoa, wait, whoa. That's a big change. New York to Florida? Can't imagine. I mean, I know New York's not that cold, but it's also not that warm either. And then, yeah, like, it's straight to Florida. How does it feel, though? How does it feel? Probably feels great, right? Oh, why not? Why not, Bailu? What is... Oh, what? Oh, I did, okay. I was so confused. I was like, what is this red message? And I just sort of just didn't pay attention to it. It was bothering me, like it was in my it felt like it was in my peripheral vision. I was like, oh, it's moving. I thought it was some sort of like glitch, and I realized, okay, I guess the game won't let me buy anymore.
If you ever
Flex Max. I mean, hey, at the very least, I think that's something worth flexing. It's something that I can flex because I worked hard on it. And not a godly 50 CV artifact that I had no role in getting whatsoever, because artifacts are completely RNG. So what am I flexing? I'm flexing that I got lucky? Right, I'd rather flex something that I worked hard on. Oh, don't forget. But yeah, it definitely was a flex. Having 10k Mystic Enhancement ores, I will flex that stuff any day of the week. I will flex how many crystal chunks I have, because I worked hard on those. I will flex how many, where is it? How many crystal cores I got, because I worked hard on those. Yeah. But you won't see me flex unless if I go insane all of a sudden. You won't see me flex artifacts, because artifacts are RNG. Nobody worked hard for artifacts. Nobody. The only way you can work hard for artifacts is if you're a whale and you max resin refresh every single day for a very long time, and then you just so happen to have whale artifacts because you had a lot more resin to farm artifact domains for, then I will say yes, you worked hard for it. You worked hard for it because in real life you worked hard to get that money. You worked hard to get that money, to earn enough money to pay your bills, if you got a family, to keep your family alive, and then spend thousands of dollars on a video game that isn't even that interesting anymore. Only reason why I'm playing it is because it suits me perfectly. I think those are all my weeklies. Cooking, boss. There's no battle pass, so I don't know. I can't check myself. Hang on. Yeah, okay. Alright. I am just going to swap accounts. That is the wrong screen. I need to be on my be right back screen. RJ, do you have Al Haytham? No. Technically, no. But I do have access to Al Haytham. I have access to an account that has Al Haytham, like a whale Al Haytham. Not like a giga whale Al Haytham, but a pretty whaled out Al Haytham nonetheless. Yeah, it's my friend's account. I help take care of it. Yeah, I owe him a lot of gratitude, so I help him. I help him by taking care of his account, but it's not mine. Yeah, so technically I don't, but I have access to one. Really checked artifacts. So many of them trash artifacts. Nothing coming to my mind. The strongbox. Oh, okay. Well, when I have time, Happy, I could take a look, and I could, I could recommend some to you. For me, recently I've been strongboxing Noblesse because while attack buffs aren't super valuable nowadays because Dendro is a thing, and Dendro's damage ceiling is just as high as any other non-Dendro meta team, but the damage floor is also really high on Dendro, which makes building Dendro teams much more attractive, and using them as well feels, it's just like, it's very unga bunga. It just works, especially Hyper Bloom. It just works. While Noblesse isn't that valuable of an artifact set nowadays, but every now and then I do find myself wanting a Noblesse set that actually has decent stats for whoever I want to put it on and still want to do damage. Like, for example, sometimes I feel like I could put it on Rosaria or a Kaya, for example, and I want them to still do damage while giving me the Noblesse buff. I also want my Bennett to do a bit more damage. Fontaine's gonna be a banger. Oh, that's I think that's a hot take right there. I mean, I know a lot of people are excited for Fontaine, but I'm not super excited about it. I'm happy that Fontaine is coming. The biggest reason why I'm happy that Fontaine is coming is it tells me that Genshin is not dying. That's what it tells me. And I'm happy because I like Genshin. Even despite the fact that I just said it's not that interesting anymore. I like Genshin. The game just suits me perfectly. It suits my lifestyle, my needs. I didn't hit anything with that E.
Mission's near.
Wow. One cycle, nice.
Crumbles.
Dendro all needs EM. Yeah, right. So it's, Noblesse. Oh, nice. Well, not amazing, but not terrible either. You have Scaramouche boss? What do you mean I have it? Like I have him unlocked? If that's what you mean?
Would you care to...
Oops.
If you ever...
Let me see what. No seeds. Anyway, so before we start talking about the drip marketing and stuff, why don't we talk about 3.8 for now, right? Like 3.8, the banners been released, or have been. Oh, the banner information has been released, not the banners themselves. So what do you guys think? Are any of you interested at all in anybody in 3.8? Yeah, you know, just so we all know that 3.8 is sort of a lost cause. Because all everybody wants now is a Fontaine 4.0. We're going swimming. Lynette, and what's the other girl's name? Something. Whatever her name was. I'm alt tabbing right now. Freminet, there you go. Freminet, throw the net. Catch the fish, throw the net. Well, it's literally. Oh, wait a moment. Lyney, Lynette, Freminet. Is this a fish thing? Because we're going to Fontaine. So they're putting nets in the name, in character names, because we're going to Fontaine. And fish are in the water, and Fontaine is the water / hydro nation. What is this? Why does everybody have net in their name? Some good events, crazy banners. Good events, crazy banners. Well, I mean, technically, they kinda did. They gave us, well, 3.7 rather, not 3.8. So, 3.7 at the very least, they gave us the combat event, and I'm happy about that. While it wasn't as exciting as it used to be, at least it was something. It was something to do for people with endgame accounts. To actually, you know, so that we could actually rev up our engines, and that was something, and I don't mind that. 3.8, while if you think about it, it is a quote unquote exciting patch, right? There's the whole like mini game circus thing, whatever that was. Riding on a roller coaster, whatever that was. That's exciting to a certain demographic of players. And like I've said plenty of times before, I think the silent majority of Genshin players are those types of players. Oops. Okay, I think the silent majority of Genshin players are those kind of players. And why I think that is Genshin keeps giving us content like that.
1,000 eons, mine to dominate.
Poyo has been running 2 games that have lasted for a very long time. Games that are in a game genre that shouldn't last for a very long time. I'm talking about gacha games.
We're way behind schedule.
Gacha games shouldn't last for a long time, but Hoyo figured out a way. They figured out a formula to make them last a long time. Honkai Impact, Genshin Impact, they made it last for a long time. So you could bet they got some really smart people running the show. And if you got people that smart running the show, I highly doubt they wouldn't be smart enough to give people what they want. And if they're giving us minigame central content all the time, then you can bet that's where the money is coming from. It's just that we are the loud minority. And because we are the loud minority, it seems like we are the majority. But at least with that logic, it seems like we are in the minority.
I was destined for more.
All I'm interested in, 3.8 is the Kaya drip. Oh, hey, that's pretty cool actually. Yeah. I don't. Although I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's a little too flashy, especially with like the whole background thing, like where like the place that they introduced Kaya in like his new outfit. It seemed like he was in a circus. And I kind of don't like that because, like, I don't know. I think Kai is a pretty cool character. Like, right? Like his character, his personality is pretty cool, pretty chill. And them putting him in a circus. And I guess I understand that might have something to do with Fontaine. Because isn't Lyney and Lynette like sort of portrayed to be in the circus, or to be at least performers? If they're not in the circus, then at least they're like maybe stage performers. And I feel like Kaya's outfit and the way they introduced his new outfit plays into that. Hey, what's up, Mia? How's it going, man? Can't believe the betrayal. Happy isn't the mod anymore. No, that's his other YouTube account. What? Why? I'm here. Okay. Undercover operation. It's possible. Because if you... Oh! Remember this. We just got a big drop of information about Kaya. Right, and it was okay. I don't remember which version update it was in version 3 of Genshin, but it was in the Carassius quest. It wasn't an Archon quest. It was sort of like a traveler quest. It was where do we find those things? I think it's here. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. So, yeah, this quest wasn't an Archon quest because it wasn't technically about Sumeru or Inazuma or whatever, so it had nothing to do with the Archon. We got a big lore drop about Kaya, and the fact that he is a descendant of the founder of the Abyss what are they called? Abyss Order, there you go. Okay, Abyss Order. And I feel like Kaya's gonna wanna Dainsleif sort of dropped the bomb so casually too. It was like, oh, you know your cousin? You know your cousin from like 800 years ago? Oh yeah, he founded like this deep-rooted organization that's bent on taking over the world. you don't just drop information like that. But yeah, I get a feeling that Kaya might play a somewhat significant role pretty soon. Especially because he's probably going to want to find out more about his ancestry. I leave the night and become a local. That's what the skin looks like to me. Probably, or maybe he just changed outfits to fit into Fontaine a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just guessing, throwing out guesses. Literally, I rarely show up to RJ streams these days. I mean, you know, you got a job, so like, yeah, sure. Really, please, like, at your whenever it's convenient for you. Yeah, you have a. You said you now have a job, so no, like, don't trouble yourself too much. You will load me. What the? Oh, I was so confused. I was like, I didn't pick up anything.
Quietly now.
Kai is an undercover agent for Favonius. Nice to expose Fatui and Circus. Possibly. Wait. Is Kaya even like doing stuff against the Fatui? Isn't he sort of like mostly investigating the Abyss Order and not really the Fatui? At least that's what I think so. Oh yeah, you're right. The circus thing, circus stage acting, whatever it is that Lyney and Lynette are in. So I got a quick glimpse. I haven't watched that trailer that Hoyo released with Arlecchino. I just had a quick glimpse of it. It was just like I was like looking down through YouTube, and I just so happened to just stop scrolling because I went to get something, and then when I came back to my phone, it was just auto playing. I didn't click on the video yet, but it was just auto playing, and I saw a quick glimpse of the trailer of, you know, that had Lyney and Lynette in it, and then and it even showed Arlecchino a little bit. Oh, thanks. That's so sweet of you, Mia. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you choosing to spend a little bit of your time, your oh so precious time, especially your break time, you know, hanging out with us on stream. I mean, do you still even play Genshin, by the way?
Clouds high. The birds come.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Now test my patience. We'll meet again.
She's gone. It's fine. It's fine. Yep. That's just life for you, man. Sometimes you gotta go, and sometimes you can't tell other people that you're going.
Busted.
You know, the one thing I'm happy about that 4.0 is coming is, like I said, I'm happy that 4.0 is coming because it tells me that Genshin is not dying. It tells me that Hoyo still thinks that Genshin Impact is profitable, and I'm happy about that because I want to keep playing Genshin Impact. I don't want to play. If Genshin Impact died, all of a sudden they shut down the servers, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what video game to play. I would be back to where I was before I got into Genshin, which was basically looking for private servers, Flife private servers. Flife, this is this really old MMORPG I used to play, and then just basically jumping from server to server, downloading, installing it, registering, trying it out, see if I like it, and then I end up not liking it, and then I just look for another server.
Here comes the catch. Take
And
it
I was doing, I was already, I did that for like
Fallen leaves adorn my
almost a year, I think, maybe 6. I think maybe a little bit less than a year, but
quiet.
I did that for almost like a little bit more than 6 months. And I just couldn't find anything. I had nothing to do. But there are quite a few things that I'm anxious about Fontaine releasing. So the number one thing that makes me most anxious about a new patch is a ton of exploration. And I guess it's nice. It's it's not a completely bad thing. It's just that I'm somebody who just doesn't have that much time. Especially with me having 3 accounts and all. But that's also nobody else's fault but my own.
Fine, Silva.
So
into the wind.
Take it easy.
another thing too is having to yes, parts of the new region that are basically like that we don't have access to unless finishing a whole entire quest. So I just hope that they're not gonna be a douchebag about it and have like entire regions or at least sections of regions that are completely inaccessible until you finish a I don't know, like a 6-hour world quest. Like for example, the old Vanarana, inaccessible until you finish. I still can't. I don't know. Still haven't fully recovered from that quest. The Aranara quest, Aranyaka quest, whatever it's called. There's also an underground, like a really deep underground cave in here. Thankfully, it's not super important. That while the quest wasn't super long, it was still pretty long. It was probably like an hour, maybe. Yeah, 30 minutes to an hour quest. And then like the whole underground desert was not as long as the Aranyaka quest, but still up there. Probably the second to the longest quest chain we've ever had in the game, right next to the Aranyaka quest. I just hope you're not gonna be douchebags about it and do something like that again. Happy. I noticed that I DM'd you a few days ago, I think like last week, I don't remember, about my recommendations on like your Primo gems, and like you know, the whole getting C4 Shangling and your remaining Primo Gems and your guaranteed pity right now. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, what do you think? If you did see it, then what do you think? I noticed that you are still trying to... Come on, man. You're still trying to get Shangling. Even though you're... I think you're at like 55, 56 pity at this point. So you're getting pretty close. And the thing is, you're on guaranteed, so... And you don't have a lot of Primos. And the Hydro Archon is coming sometime. Not very soon, but not a long time from now either. So I don't know. I feel like I if I were you, I would definitely save up that guaranteed. Of course, probably feels pretty bad to hold on to guaranteed and hold on to Primo Gems for that long, but I've already done that, and I know how great it feels to just have no worries, no anxiety, anything about getting a character. I do a 10 pull and then that's it. I get the character I want. It feels great. So that's why I'm usually okay with holding off on wishing. As for... I'll stop from Thoma. It does feel pretty bad, but in the very least, Shangling is... Oh. At the very least, Shangling is in the shop. Oh, wait a moment. I had a miscalculation. I just had a miscalculation. So Shangling, okay. The shop is going to reset. Shangling's going away from the shop before 4.0. Am I understanding this correctly? Yeah, right? The shop is definitely going to reset before 4.0, which means you can't wish to get Star Glitter. Okay, that's a rough decision. It's a pretty rough decision that you're gonna have to make, man. You could continue wishing, hoping that maybe you get the last, like you get, you know, like you probably have like maybe one more wish left in you before 3.8. So I don't know if you want to use that wish hoping that you get a C4 Shangling from that last one, because I don't think you're gonna be able to buy Shangling from the shop, because the shop is going to reset before 4.0, when you can start wishing again if you want to hold on to that pity. Kokomi's coming. I did everything. Oh, okay. I guess you're set on getting Kokomi. Well, at the very least, you'll be able to wish on that banner bunch, and hopefully you'll get Star Glitter. As long as you just make sure you don't forget. just make sure you don't forget to use your Star Glitter to buy Shangling from the shop. It's like it's been a real long time. 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months of what do you mean, Mia? You mean you haven't played Genshin in 3 to 4 months? Oh wow. Did you at least let somebody use your account? Or at least, you know, like I guess to keep the engine running, so to speak.
Stabilize. That's close enough.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
As one with wind and cloud.
I'm getting sick.
Yeah, but it's been a while since I last played. I mean, like, you know, if your account's the whale that you say it to be, then you don't really need to play very well to do Genshin. Oh, although that being said, speaking of doing Genshin easily, I'm expecting the 3.8 Abyss to be pretty easy. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be fairly easy, because especially the first half, because it's Klee and Eula, and I don't think they can handle like pretty hard content in Abyss.
Every journey.
So I'm expecting a fairly easy first half of 3.8 Abyss. And then we might have an Abyss on the second half of 3.8, an Abyss that is very dependent. No, maybe not dependent, but like one where Nilou might be really good against, or it could be good for Freeze because of because of Kokomi. Although we could see, there's a chance that we might get what's it called, the wolf guys that have corrosion. I don't know, but like we we might have big ruin enemies in the second half of 3.8 in Abyss, because Wander is there, and Wander's pretty good against those guys.
Solidified.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Let me read you. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
See?
I don't mind this weekly boss being, you know, somewhat annoying.
Stabilize.
But I really don't like that the longest part of the entire boss fight is me not fighting the boss and just fighting his minions.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
At the very least, though, it's, you know, at least it's an actual fight where I'm fighting something compared to like some other weekly bosses, and not just weekly bosses, but world bosses, where I'm not even fighting the boss. I'm just waiting for it to land.
My sword. Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Or to stop running away, like the Senora boss.
Quietly now. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha. Take it easy. Quietly now.
Alright, what's your Yelan build looking like? I guess I could show you in a bit. Hang on. Still using my C6 characters, but stop pulling for more. I mean, like, what's the point, really? Right? Oh, hey Mia, are you gonna go for the Hydro Archon too?
Stabilize.
Let me weave you a verse. Here comes the catch. No, my sword.
Alright, cool. Wouldn't want to break the trend. $20 star glitter is 10 4-stars. 1 4-star in 7 pulls. 70 pulls. Okay, that's quite a bit. Is there even enough primos to get that many pulls in a single version update? I mean, okay, the thing is, at least you are going to be likely wishing a bunch before 4.0. Well, unfortunately, I can't say the banners are that good. I mean, the second half could be good, and at the very least, we know that you want Kokomi. Unfortunately, once you have Kokomi, if it's gonna feel pretty bad to keep wishing on the Kokomi banner, because I don't think you like Wanderer, unless if you do, that I just don't know about. And I do hope that the 3.8 second half 4-stars are better than the first half. So I got a feeling that they might be pretty good, because they typically don't run really bad banners back to back. Like, for example, I'm not quite sure if I remember this correctly, but I remember the feeling. I remember the terrible feeling that I had, that I think in the last Hu Tao Yelan banner rerun, the 4-stars were really good, but I also remember that before that, it was a pretty bad banner. I think that's everybody. Yeah, okay. Yep. I think that's everything. Though I shouldn't forget to get these. You know what? I'm not gonna get them now. I'll just get them tomorrow. I don't want to bore you guys with that. Hey, what's up, Citrian? Long time no see, man. How are you doing? Oops. Okay, just swapping accounts, guys. Be right back. What's up, RJ? Hey, what's up, Bozan? Good to see you, man. How you doing? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, you know what? Actually, never mind. I think I recently saw you in a stream, but hey, it's good to see you again, man. How's it going? How's your day? Got some decent artifacts yesterday. Oh, artifact yesterday. I believe I leveled. Oh, really? What'd you get? How long do you plan on streaming tonight? Not for very long. Yeah, not for very long. Because I started pretty late, like really late. And in fact, I was even having second thoughts streaming tonight.
Your verdict is decided.
Get dicey.
Stabilize.
But then I also realized that I don't have a lot of a lot of time to stream nowadays. That summer has officially, well, summer vacation has officially started for most of my students.
Gather.
Gotcha. Shattered. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you. Here comes the catch.
Yoimiya crumbles.
Breaks over. Bye bye. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Mia. Thanks for. I appreciate it. Appreciate you choosing to use your break time to hang out with us. Take care, man. What about you? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm feeling pretty tired already because I started streaming really late today, and I wish I hadn't, but at the same time, I regret nothing. I don't regret anything because that was my choice. Made right in fight look so easy. Well, okay. So it's I don't think that was me. I think that was this team. So imagine these two, just these two, okay? Not even Hu Tao. Just these two. Like when you have them built decently. Oh, by the way, I forgot, Shuri. You asked me about you wanted to see Yelan earlier, and that was on the second account. I'm on the third account already, but they're about the same. My Yelans are about the same across all three accounts. Yeah, so that's my Yelan here. Oops, that's my Yelan here. She's on Fav because I don't really have any other weapon for her. I don't really have a lot of. Okay, I understand. I have Aqua Simulacra, which is her weapon. But do you really want to run her on Aqua Simulacra and have an abysmal amount of energy recharge? I'd rather not. Especially because I don't have C1. While C1 doesn't solve the energy problem, it helps a little bit. So yeah. That's why I just have her on Fab on this account. On my main and second accounts though, I have her on Elegy sometimes, but not all the time. No regrets. What's wrong, Citrin? You look like somebody just kicked your puppy. Did I say something wrong about regrets?
If you ever
Me, if I have Primas left, I'll go for C2 Yelan. Yeah, me too, actually. Me too. I will actually go for C2 Yelan one of these days. Maybe not immediately, especially if there are other 5 stars that I also want, or constellations that I want more than Yelan constellations before or after her banner. But yeah, that is a 5-star constellation that I would also want. C2 Yelan. Although I think you're in a much better spot because man, the amount of luck on your account, jeez. Getting C0 and C1 in the same 10 pull, can't believe it, man. I just can't believe it. That was nuts.
Osmanthus wine
That was
tastes
probably,
the same as
I think
remember.
that might have been the best 10 pull I've
But
ever
where are
done in my
those
whole
who
life.
share the
And
memory?
not just on my account, but like ever. Pulls like in Genshin, ever. I mean, Hu Tao power, right? Hu Tao power. Yeah, definitely. Speaking of Hu Tao, I am actually super surprised that I somehow got whatever Hu Tao build I have on my third account. I really was not expecting to get a decent Crimson Witch set so soon. And I think my third account Hu Tao might be better than my second account Hu Tao. I love being clickbaited. I'm sorry, Catgrass. I know it's clickbait, but then technically, this is sort of what all YouTubers, well, this is sort of technically what all people on YouTube do. Okay, technically it's clickbait, right? It's not a lie. It's clickbait. And my defense for my title is the title doesn't say 3.8 is here now. Okay, all right, that out of the way. I'm gonna stop defending myself because that I know clickbait is a very douchey and icky move. I will admit that. But yeah. At the very least, like, you never know, right? Like, just because you never know, you might end up finding a content creator that you end up really liking their content or their stream or the creator themselves, just because they clickbaited, but you might never get to know them because they never clickbaited.
Born of ice and frost.
Oops, this is not my main account. Oh no, I missed.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh no, okay. Okay, got it. But your thumbnail.
I am the all-knowing
I mean,
God.
yeah, I sort of just took the image and then like thumbnail. There you go.
To oblivion.
I mean, technically, it is the it is the I don't think it's a very hot topic, but at the very least, it is a topic nonetheless. It's something to talk about. It's the 3.7 banner.
Stabilize.
And it's not a very good one. It's not a terrible one. No, actually, you know what? It's pretty bad. I was just about to say it's not terrible, just because it's not the absolute worst banner we've had, but it's pretty close. I think it's pretty close to being the worst banner we've ever had. Wanna hear a joke? Yeah, sure.
Is pain. Solidify.
My gacha addiction? Pull on every banner. Have you really pulled on every banner, Happy? Is that true?
Let's light it up.
Possible.
What did Hu Tao say to Xiao?
Solidify.
Okay. Yeah, what did Hu Tao say to Zhao?
Let's light it up.
Oh man, missed timing.
I was destined for.
How can you hear when we type? What? What is that? Is that the answer to the joke? ER, okay, not bad. Would have preferred having EM as a substat, but sure, I'll take it. I don't think I have an ER sans for what is it called? instructor yet. Where's my payment for your friends? Oh my god. My original joke. Claim full ownership. I mean, sure. Let's file a... Let's file a patent for it, shall we? Yeah, let's file a patent for that joke. I mean, technically yes, it is a joke. It's a pretty dark one though. Pretty dark. Zhao seems like a pretty chill dude, so I think he might actually, like, in character, he might actually be okay with somebody saying that to him. But once he's in bed, in the middle, once he's alone in bed, in his bedroom, in his little bedroom, in his little Adepti bedroom, wherever that is, probably gonna bawl his eyes out. The evening after somebody tells him that. Will Ryan rerun occur before Yvonne? Oh. Well, it's more likely than otherwise, Bozan. It's more likely than otherwise. And when I say otherwise, I mean like Yelan rerunning before Shogun, because chronologically, Shogun's rerun happened before Yelan's rerun, but Hoyo doesn't really rerun characters chronologically. Like, look at Eula.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Oh, you know what? Eula is going to be here. Eula is going to be here, so I'm gonna use a Eula team. I'm gonna use a Eula team for now. Let me think. Sure.
What shall we do?
Yeah, sure. Alright, let's run that. I don't really need Yelan in here. I just need her for this quest specifically. I think Shogun will rerun in 4.0. Oh, really? What makes you think that, Shuri? Zhongli coming in 4.0. I think Zhongli might be more likely. While, like I said, they don't really rerun characters chronologically, but they have run, well, most characters except for Eula a little bit chronologically. Like, they seem to rely... They seem to depend more on whatever story they can come up with to decide who gets to rerun. But at the very least, they seem to somewhat follow a little bit of chronological order. Because, like, I don't remember certain characters having no rerun for too long. The order may get mixed up every now and then, but everybody seems to get a reasonable amount of time between reruns, and the only exception to that is Eula. Who do I want as another character here? You know what? I'll just go with like Hyper Bloom Eula. I've never really used this team in the overworld, so I might as well.
Wait for my signal.
What do I think, man? Not confirmed. Okay, okay. Yeah. I know. You did say you think.
More speed.
Yeah. So sure. I only. What? Why? Oh, by the way, what makes you? What makes you think, Curry, that Shogun will rerun in 4.0? Yeah, I want to hear your conclusion and why you came to that conclusion.
Our bond is strong. Crushed. Freeze to the core.
Now you're testing my patience.
Rack and ruin.
We'll meet again.
Shogun more compatibility with Fontaine characters, and she's a hot commodity. So start version with a banger banner. I can see the logic in there. Yeah, I can see the logic. But Hoyo certainly has shown us that they're not really rerunning banners based on they want to make money. Because if they were like that, then they would just give us like Raiden, Shogun, and Kazuha reruns all day long. Right? Like they certainly have, at least to me, like they have me convinced that they're not really rerunning based on they want to make more money. They seem to be rerunning on who hasn't had a rerun in a super long time, and who can we fit into whatever story we can make up for an event quest this version update. Yeah, and the latter, sorry, like the other one, the whoever we can fit into a story quest in the version, in this version update, seems to be like a bigger factor in them deciding who gets a rerun. But of course they seem to have to also take chronological order a little bit, but not as much as that.
More speed.
3 banners for 4.0. Yeah. That's right. Speaking of 3 banners, like I don't know. We're starting to get to the point where we have so many characters in the game that
Gotcha.
dual banners aren't.
Here comes the catch.
I don't know. There, it's getting to the point where it's pretty ridiculous. We're gonna have to be waiting for quite a long while before reruns of whoever characters we have or we want. I don't think they will resort to having triple banners. Obviously, I could be wrong, but it's very new player unfriendly having triple banners.
More speed.
Because new players are not gonna know who they want, especially when there's so much information floating about, all the characters. So they're gonna think, oh, this character is good, this character is good, this character is good. But then who would they want? Especially because some people out there really do be giving information that are like they sort of hype up everybody, and at the same time they won't give you an answer. Eula's just in here for moral support. All the banners are made to make money, to funnel into other games. So more money, which equal more games, more money. Not gonna lie, Eula and Klee banner is not going to do well for money. Yeah, and that's what I said. Hoyo doesn't seem to be, at least not completely. They don't seem to be they don't seem to be rerunning based on just making off of money. Because if they just want to make money, then they could just do Shogun, Raiden Shogun reruns all the time. They could just do Kazuha reruns all the time. Yeah, if they just wanted money, they could just rerun all those characters. They could do a Yelan rerun all the time, Hu Tao rerun, etc. Right? Like they could just rerun characters that everybody wants all the time, but they don't. And thankfully, Genshin Impact is profitable enough for them to be able to do that. Because if Genshin Impact wasn't profitable enough, I don't think Hoyo would be able to do that, and I think they would actually rerun, like 80% of the rerun banners would probably be just like some of the most wanted characters over and over again. Imagine 3 banners at a time. I know you need a fortune to get their weapon. oh yeah, you're right. Wait, if they ever rerun, this guy's annoying. Would you just die, please? Thank you.
Busted.
Ow.
Just you wait. Lightning terrified.
We'll meet again.
Did that guy drop meat? No. Okay. Yeah, because like if they ever ran triple banners, wouldn't that mean that they would have 3 weapons on the weapon banner? Or they could go straight to quadruple banners and then give us 2 weapon banners. I don't know. I think that's highly unlikely, but compared to giving us a weapon banner that has 3 weapons on it, I think it makes more sense to go straight to quadruple banners and then just give us 2 weapon banners. I don't know. I feel like it makes the most sense.
More speed.
What they use is FOMO, so in the long run, the making more money, really hot or good character comes along, lots of money, rinse and repeat, having Eula funny. I don't sorry, Catgrass, I'm not following your logic here, because I mean, I never said that some banners make $0. This, like, despite, I don't know, like who's one of the weakest banners? Like who's one of the most unwanted characters? I think Kokomi. No, the Kaching banner. The Kaching banner, right? So the Kaching banner, while I imagine very few people wished on that banner and spent money on that banner, I at least imagine, I would imagine that they made at least like a few 100,000 on that banner to maybe a million or a few million. So, and that's despite probably being the most unwanted banner ever. And hang on, animal, okay. So obviously the goal is to make money, right? Like, I don't know, it sounds like you're telling me that it's you're whatever you're saying, it sounds like you're telling me no, Hoyo just wants to make money. And yeah, of course, obviously they have to keep the servers running. Even if they don't want more money, they have to earn money to keep the servers running. Data centers don't just run on likes and dislikes.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Stand with me. Beg for mercy.
I'm just saying that they're not rerunning characters based on wanting a ton of money. Because if they... What was that? Because if they just wanted maximum amount of money, a roaring Rift Hound? That's an achievement? Okay. Sure. Whatever. Yeah, because if they just wanted maximum amount of money all the time, then they would just rerun the most popular characters. Of course, they want to earn money, and
More speed.
yeah, like that's the goal. That's why you do game dev, especially at this scale. The game devs that don't really want to be millionaires, those are more along the lines of like indie game devs who just have a passion and really just wanna make up the lost time that they lost, the time that they lost making whatever their passion was, right? And then, best case scenario, they make a little buck here and there, and then they can continue to they can continue their passion of game development, of whatever games that they want to develop. But at this scale, no. I mean, I'm sure there's a bit of passion in there somewhere. I'm sure there's a bit of passion in there somewhere too. But the biggest reason is to make money. Alright guys, I have to go. Good night, sweet dreams. Thanks for joining. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate every single one of you. See ya. Oh, okay. That's funny. Man, happy. Like, if only you had the equipment to do it, I think you would actually do a pretty decent job at doing YouTube, man. I wish I actually earned quite a lot on YouTube, so that I could I could actually give away to people. Like, for example, I don't know which one of you guys is in a similar situation as Happy, but Happy is on a smartphone that has 32 gigabytes of storage. Who in 2023 has a smartphone with only 32 gigabytes of storage? While I think a majority, from what I understand, a majority of like the work that's been put into the current form and shape of our Discord server is April and a bunch of the mods that we have now. But Happy also put in a bunch of time into it too, a bunch of time, but a bunch of effort, and he's the one that really got it going at first. And he did all of that on whatever smartphone he has. I only have 32. Wait, what kind of smartphone is that? Like, how do you buy a smartphone today that only has 32 gigs of storage? Is there even an option for that today? And did he play Genshin on that? Yeah, actually Happy, that's his only device. He doesn't have a computer. At least not that I know of, because every time he shares footage of himself, it's always on mobile. And it's always like super laggy. And I'm assuming that's not just because of the device. I'm assuming that's also partly because of the recording software that he uses. I don't know what he uses.
Our bond is strong.
I don't actually know what this guy's attack patterns are. This probably is going to be my longest fight against this guy. Because I have always run in here with a Hu Tao double Hydro team. Never really gone in here with any other team.
Shudder.
What are you what are you living in 2015?
See everything.
Oh man, in 2015 I had a 64 gig storage phone in 2015.
Our bond is
Yeah, and I
strong.
understand that's not like a low-end phone, but it also wasn't a high-end phone. I bought myself a Zenfone 2 in 2015. I still think it wasn't one of my best purchase decisions. But hey, I'm a guy. I'm a numbers guy, right? So I saw big numbers go boom, so I went for big numbers.
More speed.
Everyone hold hands.
Shudder.
Unfortunately, it wasn't an amazing smartphone.
I see everything.
Terrible battery life.
Comes the catch.
It gets really hot.
Beg for mercy.
It gets really hot very easily.
Committed to memory.
But in the very least, I had a 64 gig storage smartphone in 2015, which was a lot in 2017.
Hey.
Dissipate. I'll settle this. Shudder. More speed.
How did I go hop 2? Good seeing you play. Thanks for your suggestions. Help the other day. Catch you later. Oh, okay. Sure. My pleasure, Shuri. Take care, man. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yep. Got it back in 2021, approximately. Hang on. Oops, sorry. Excuse me. Gotta focus for a bit before this guy really gets to,
More speed. Freeze to the core.
Okay, please don't. Okay, there we go. Got it. Personally, got to play Genshin for a year and a half until storage and updates hit me hard, and now I'll never get my Eula, Hu Tao, Kokomi is only. Oh wait, do you mean to say? Wait, Catgrass, are you telling us that you haven't actually played Genshin in a while now? So you said a year and a half from 2021, which means you haven't played Genshin in a year now, but you're here. You're here, okay. You clicked on a Genshin thumbnail, a Genshin video / stream? Oh, what did you mean? I don't understand. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Understandable. Oh, oh yes, that's right. I gotta go over here. but different account. Oh. Well, wasn't there some time ago, some time back, wasn't there a thing that Hoyo did to where you could link up your, you could connect your PlayStation Genshin save / account to your Hoyo account? I'm pretty sure that happened some time ago. I can't really say for sure that that's exactly what it means because I don't really have a PlayStation, so that news didn't really matter to me. But I'm pretty sure that happened. Remind me of my phone. Oh, what's wrong with your phone, Babesh? You can't transfer your account to PS4. Yeah, but I think you can transfer your PS4 account to a Hoyo account. No, I'm pretty sure that happened. Hang on. Connect PS4 account to Hoyo account. Let me see. Here. So when was this news released? I remember this being announced like quite a while back. And I think yeah, it was like before 3.0, I think. Notice. Oh, here, see? So, okay. Oh, this is on oh, okay. This is on Genshin's website now. So, genshin.hoyoverse.com. It's news. Notice on cross-save function between account for PSN and Hoyoverse account. So let's see. Account linking. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna open this. Hang on. Chrome. I guess. Wait. What is this? Which one is this? I guess that's this. Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright. Right? So, account linking. Cross-save function. Cross-save function between accounts allows you to link accounts from two different platforms. Your account for PSN and your Hoyoverse account. And share your progress as well. In-game data. So, how does it work? Okay, you know what? I don't have the time, nor do I have the patience to be reading through this. But here's the link in case you want it. I'm gonna throw it in chat. And for now, I'm going back to Genshin. Oh, you know what? I don't actually really have anything else to do in the game right now. Hang on. How long have we been going? Oh wow, it's been 2 hours already. Okay. Alright, so I might just leave that there for now. Let me see. Okay, we're going back to Chrome because there are a few things that I think a lot of us would want to see. And that's these bad boys. I don't got a Hoyo account, not that I know of. Well, okay, the thing is, like your account in like a Genshin account, I think that is already a Hoyo account. I think what you're talking about, I think what you're thinking is like you don't have a Hoyo Lab account. Hoyo Lab is a different thing. well, anyway. So, I have very few words to say about this weapon banner. I think a lot of content creators would also have very few words for the banner setups that we got going for the first half of 3.8. Song of Broken Pines. Very, very specific weapon that I think very few people would want. In the very least, it's not only usable on one character. In the very least, you could actually use it on Razor. The thing is, who is using Razor as their main DPS nowadays? I guess maybe if you want to run Thundering Fury, which is actually a pretty good team. While not a top tier meta team, it is up there. But obviously, Song of Broken Pines isn't a Thundering Fury Razor weapon. Lost Prayer, definitely a, while in my opinion, most of what Sacred, what is it called? Lost Prayer has is basically a very meh weapon with a pretty decent secondary stat, because it's a 33% crit rate, which is pretty good. But everything else about the weapon, the passive, very meh. Very meh. The 4 stars, I guess, well, one of them's Ally Flash, which is actually the highest base attack 4-star weapon in the game. At 620 base attack, it's actually higher than some 5-star weapons. Some 5-star weapons only have 608 base attack, and Ally Flash has 620 at level 90. I'm not very familiar with what the bow does, actually. I do know that Fab Lance, pretty good weapon to have overall. Rain Slasher, okay, I guess you could use it on Razor, on like an EM Thundering Fury Razor, but I think Fav Greatsword is a better weapon for him in Thundering Fury, because it helps him generate energy for himself to get his burst back on cooldown. Best character I could think of that could take advantage of Rain Slasher is really Diluc, and then after that would be Beidou. Beidou not as much as Diluc, but those two in the very least. And I don't know, who knows, maybe in the future. Or I guess if you want Sayu to do more swirls, bigger swirls, sure. Eye of Perception, don't even, just delete all your Eye of Perceptions, please. Don't use it. You'd be better off with whatever other 3-star Catalyst users than Eye of Perception, jeez. Alright, the Klee and Eula banners. Wow. So, well, she's finally here. After so long, a long time of people waiting for her to finally get released. The long-awaited character, Eula, is finally here. She's finally here. No, I'm just kidding. This is a rerun that hasn't happened in, I don't know, like, I guess. You know what? I have a guess as to why Hoyo took so long to rerun Eula. And my guess is they probably wanted people who like her to miss her even more, so that they're more likely to spend money when she does rerun, because whoever wants Eula are going to think it took them so long to rerun her. Her next rerun might be another 2 years from now. I don't have enough primos. No, I'm definitely gonna have to get Eula now in case they don't rerun her for another 2 years. Right? It sort of puts people in that mindset, I think. If you guys have any idea, any other guesses as to why they didn't rerun Eula sooner than they did, yeah, let me know. But that's my rationale. That's at least from like a business standpoint, is because it's sort of similar with how fiat currency works, with how money works. If you print so much of a certain currency, obviously its value will go down because you have more of this money on the market, and then you have the same amount of goods. So more money, less goods means higher prices for goods, or more goods and less money means lower prices for goods. And when I say price, I'm talking about like the number, the price tag. And I guess that's what they were doing with Eula, and why they didn't rerun her for so long, is they wanted to increase her value. At least amongst the people who actually want her. And I think Mika was part of that as well. Releasing Mika a few patches ago made people hopeful that, oh, she's coming soon. Right? She's gonna rerun soon. Mika isn't actually a very good support for Eula, because the only way that you could take full advantage of Mika's buff, you can't actually, like I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was like some technical detail that made it so that it doesn't work, and it absolutely does not work if you want to pop your burst early, because apparently Mika's buff only works on the on-field character, but when you swap off of Eula to pop her burst early, she will then be your off-field character, which means Mika's buff isn't on Eula anymore, so it doesn't work, right? So I have no idea who Mika is for. It's possible that Mika might be in a similar situation to Kukishinobu and Thoma when they were first released, where they sort of didn't really have a use. They had a few very copium uses, but later on down the line, new characters, and in Kuki and Thoma's case, a new element completely changed their value. Thoma, definitely a higher value. Thoma's definitely a higher value 4-star now than he was when he was first released. Unfortunately, he still has quite a niche sort of use. Like he's not like a one use only type of character. He's not like a Kujo Sara. He's not like a Goro, at least. He's not like a Mika. In the very least, at least Thoma has quite a few uses, and so in this banner, Thoma might be the highest value 4-star here. Unless if you just want, unless if you're somebody who doesn't have any Razor copies, and you want to try Thundering Fury, then for you, Razor might be the highest value character in here. But if you're not that type of player, then yeah, Thoma is the highest value character in here, and you don't even need that many constellations on him. Yeah, you really just need enough energy recharge on him so you could use your burst on cooldown, and then that's it. As for Klee is adorable. That's it. Can't really, I don't know, nothing really for me to say about her combat strength. Oh, okay, okay. Here are them juicy parts. Hang on, I gotta look for that, I gotta look for that video that Hoyo just uploaded. Oh, here it is. Okay, we're gonna watch that in a bit. First, let's take a look at this drip marketing. Why am I the only one? But what does it feel like Lyney and Lynette look like 4 stars? They look like 4 stars to me. Cause like if you look at Eula, for example, like look at how intricate the designs are. Like on Eula and on Klee, they certainly look very 5-star-ish to me. But when I look at Lyney and Lynette's design, it seems, well, it does look intricate, but it seems a lot more plain to me. I guess Lynette sort of looks more like more of a 5-star than Lyney. I don't know. Maybe they just leak photo. What do you mean? Hoyo announced these. They posted it on their Twitter accounts. Yeah, they're official. They're drip marketing. I don't know. Although, I guess that being said, I'm looking a little bit more closer, a little closer at Lyney. I'm trying to look for like little details, and now that I could see her hat, is Lyney even a girl? Is Lyney a girl, or is that just a very feminine boy like Venti? First view? I don't know. I mean, like, cause like most of the, I can't remember drip marketing material that hasn't been accurate to what the final design of a character is. The only exception to that, it was Ito, where in his drip marketing, he had buff arms, and then like what we got of Ito in the game was like skinny arm boy Ito. So yeah. But everyone so far has been pretty accurate. I can't say anything after seeing Venti. Right? Because like, okay, I understand those shorts seem very feminine. The whole sleeve arm, I don't know what to call that, like having a sleeve but no shirt. The disconnected sleeve, I guess, that seems very feminine, but it also doesn't look super feminine on him or her. I have no idea. The name Lyney though sounds very feminine. The boots, while can look feminine, they also don't look super feminine. I mean, I don't know. I can imagine a guy. I can imagine a guy wearing those boots. I guess Lynette does have the same boots as well, so I don't know. As for Freminet though, yeah, I don't know. She looks very 4 stars. Also, the bell. Are we finally gonna have a character that the bell that some, you know? Are we finally going to have somebody use the bell after all this time, I mean, I don't know. I don't really care. At least, honestly, I like the design. Yeah. The designs are great. Obviously, like that is something that I think nobody will ever be able to take away from Hoyo, because they certainly know how to design a character. And I mean, I don't know if they didn't know how to design a character as well as they do. I don't think their games would be as popular as they are. Because, so in gacha games, the easy way to sell characters in gacha games is you make that character stronger than the last one, or you make it look so good that people will still buy it, even if it's a terrible character. And obviously, we've seen Hoyo move away from the power creep strategy, right? Like, if you think about it, there were some characters that, especially in the early days of Genshin, that were starting to go in the power creep trend, but then Hoyo sort of reeled it back. They started dialing it back, and then we sort of don't have any more characters that power creep. I guess you could argue that Dendro was a power creep to all other elements, but if you think about it, the damage ceiling of Dendro isn't. If it is higher than some other teams, then it's not that much higher. And Nahida, as good as she is, she doesn't really make anyone that came before her look weak. What else? Who else? So okay, I guess I understand. We got Eula. Eula was somewhat of a power creep, like a very meh power creep, in a way that she was a character that could at one point when she was released, could now give you the biggest single hit in the game, which was I believe somebody did like 5 million or something with her, and then like nobody really came after that. And so she was a certain power creep to the biggest number that you could show in a screenshot. Before that, no, not before that, Ayaka was also a character in that same direction, in the power creep direction. Hu Tao, Ganyu, those are characters that were examples of the power creep strategy. And then Hoyo probably realized, wait, we don't want Genshin to die pretty quickly. Along with their experience in running Honkai Impact for however many years, they didn't want to go into the direction of power creep, because power creeping every single character that you've had so far means that every new character you have needs to be stronger than the last one, which means rerunning old characters is useless, because nobody's gonna want old characters, because they're weaker compared to what you have now. They're a lot weaker compared to new characters, which means people are going to want people are always going to want new characters, because they want the strongest character. And the thing with that is, it's more expensive to do that, to just release new characters every single version update, because you need development time, and of course you need testing. You need time to test such kits, the numbers, the multipliers, and of course you need a lot more beta testing, which also adds to the cost, because you're definitely gonna have to run the beta test server as well, right? You're gonna have to have data centers, like server time to run the beta test server. And more beta testing also means more likelihood of leaks, more leak sources. And obviously Hoyo doesn't want that to happen. So they sort of went in the direction of just, like, okay, like here, example, Shenhe, right? They made that character very attractive, appearance-wise, but they also made the character very niche, that if you don't have any good cryo characters on the account at all, then you wouldn't even want to pull for her, unless if you just really, really liked her appearance or her character. Also, just a heads up about Lyney and Lynette. So far, what they've done is, okay, so Lyney and Lynette are two characters that came along with in the same trailer as with Cyno, right? From like a long time ago, a long time ago, before 2.0. This was in the early days of Genshin. That trailer where they were showcasing certain characters from each region. There was that little smaller character from Natlan. I don't remember all the other characters, but Lyney and Lynette were the representatives from Fontaine. Cyno was a representative from Sumeru. I don't remember the Inazuma one. But yeah. So you all know how Cyno turned out. It didn't turn out great. It did not turn out great. He's not a horrible character, but definitely far from great. So I don't have very high hopes for Lyney and Lynette, because Hoyo knows that they are high valued characters, because there has been a lot of hype around them for a very long time, because people have looked forward to them since whenever that trailer came out, which was a long time ago. And then the hype now is also really high because people are talking about them, because hey, Lyney and Lynette's finally coming out, Fontaine 4.0, whatever, right? So there's a very high likelihood that Lyney and Lynette are going to be very meh, similar to what happened to Cyno, because Hoyo knew that Cyno was a high value character, right? A lot of hype because he was an old character that has been showcased and like displayed like since forever, especially because his character like in lore is pretty cool, pretty badass, right? General Mahamatra, the name sounds cool, the title sounds cool. So they thought that, okay, he's a pretty high value character. People are still gonna wish for him, even if not very good. And I'm getting the same vibe with Lyney and Lynette. They're in a very similar situation, especially because they really look good. Yeah, not gonna lie, they look really, really good. Cyno looked really good as well, but something about Lyney and Lynette, man. Hoyo know what they will sell. Yep. Hoyo, there's a reason why they've been able to keep Honkai Impact running for so long. And there's a reason why they have been able to keep Genshin Impact running for so long. And they will be able to keep Genshin Impact running for quite a while. Because they know how to do their job. They've figured out this like formula to keep things going, despite gacha games typically not lasting for a very long time. But they've figured out a formula. They've figured out a formula on how to keep things running, despite the nature of gacha games just typically not lasting for very long. So they, like exactly what you said, Bavesh, they know what they're selling. Okay, well I'm gonna switch off the music here real quick. Yeah, I want to watch this. Oops.
My mission.
Was that Wanderer's voice? Oh, no. Okay, I guess not.
The original sin is the fairest. Everyone sinks. Make the most of the final feast. Because for the sinners, the curtain call has come.
Oh, there she is.
Ladies and gentlemen, she did it!
Wait.
Seeing is believing, my friends.
Oh.
This has been Lyney and Lynette's magic show.
Oh, okay.
The
Wait. So, apparently it's pronounced Lyney, not Lyney. Lyney. So Lyney definitely sounds like a masculine name. And okay, you guys can hear his voice. He's a boy. Yep. He's a feminine looking bugger. He's a guy. So apparently it's Lyney. Lyney. Yep.
The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. And the most important part of this is what people see.
I thought the damsel was coming this fast.
People don't realize how much they expect their eyes to tell them the truth.
Oh, you know what? I forgot her name. But when I saw her, I don't know what it was about her, but I just thought she looked really attractive. I don't know why. I just really like her design. It's simple, but at the same time, there's a bunch of detail, but it's Charlotte. There you go. Thank you, Balish. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Charlotte. She just caught my eye immediately as soon as I saw her. Also, your voice is lower compared to the video. Yeah, the video is at 100%, so that's why I paused it while I'm talking.
But what you see...
I'm curious, though. Who is that? Right? I mean, she's got a vision. I think that's a vision. Which means it might be a playable character one day.
Don't realize how much they expect their eyes to tell them the truth. But what you see is not real. It's all a show.
And who are you? Okay. A lot of new characters to look forward to.
And
wait, isn't that little bunny girl that was in the what is it? That was in the last bit of the special program, just with a different skin, I guess. I don't know, or is it a completely different character? This guy looks really edgy. He looks like the deluxe skin, like the 5-star deluxe skin. they would actually look fetching together. He'll be a DPS most likely. Certainly looks like a DPS, yeah. I don't know. This character design would look really weird as a support. The girl looks cute to me. Yeah, she does look adorable. I love that her eyes are red. She just looks like a, I don't know. She looks like a vampire. Right? Imagine in Twilight. I don't know if you guys are old enough to have seen that movie. There was one of the more powerful vampires. There was this little girl who had red eyes, and yeah.
And every part of the show is carefully controlled.
Controlled how?
By choosing the right time, the right place, and the right people. Whoever controls these three control.
Who is that?
Whoever controls
Excuse
the.
me? Hello? Hello? Who are you? Hydra will be healer most likely. Is a nurse, I think. She did okay. When you say nurse now. Okay, yeah, she okay. That's a nurse. Yeah. It's definitely a nurse. But who is this? I mean, she looks like a Kujo Sara-esque. Like she's giving me a Kujo Sara-esque vibe. Where she's like a pretty high commander. I mean, Bavish got the right idea. That is a long name. Won't be writing. Is sort okay. I have no idea where you get all that information from, So Spirit, but hey.
These three controls everything. But keep your.
Wait.
Whoever controls
what
these
did
three
I
controls
see?
everything.
Okay,
But keep
what
your
did
eyes
you just
peeled, and
see?
you might be able to turn things to your advantage.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so this is the gun character that everybody's been talking about. So on YouTube, on my subscription feed, I see people talking about the first gun character, the first gunslinger, whatever. People posting pictures about this. Oh wait, look at that animation. Doesn't that look very anime to you? It looks very anime.
In a nutshell, magic is what you see with your own two eyes.
Wait, whoa. Wait.
Keep
I
your eyes
accidentally
peeled.
pressed, sorry. I accidentally pressed a key.
Very
Arlecchino.
fun. But it's not enough. Let me make something clear. You think of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on the stage, you're first and foremost actors. Good actors hone their craft to mesmerize the whole crowd.
She looks okay. Alright, I thought she had short hair. First things first. I really thought she had short hair. But now that I see her from behind, she looks really good. Like, right? Like, what of this front view? Oh, hey, what's up, Ghost? Yo, long time no see, man. Really long time no see. From this front view, who in their right mind would ever think that she has long hair?
Good actors
But now that I
hone
see her
their
from, like,
craft
over here,
to mesmerize the whole.
I actually thought she was like a shorter lady. I really thought she was like gonna be a Lumine character model. And like,
Good actors
here we are. Like she actually is a taller female
to
character model.
mesmerize the whole
I
crowd.
was not expecting that at all. Because like she looked super young in older image. She looks really good. I wonder when we're gonna get her.
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother?
Hello? Is this the Archon? She looks very Archon-like to me. Arlecchino. Okay, well, we got an Arlecchino fan, ladies and gentlemen.
When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Please refrain from levity in the court.
That's the Archon.
This trial is far from over.
Okay, wait. I wanna take another look at the Archon.
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother?
Yep. Okay. Yep, she, like, her design, I don't know, like, there's just, like, I guess, like, she stands out. You know, like, kind of like Nahida stands out. The Raiden Shogun stands out. Obviously, she's the Raiden Shogun, so she's gonna look the most lavish in Inazuma. Zhongli kind of doesn't really stand out. Like, he just seems like another rich dude in Liyue. I guess that's understandable because Liyue is like a business nation and a lot of rich dudes from Liyue. Venti doesn't really stand out, but like Shogun, Nahida, and now whatever her name's going to be, yeah, they stand out. Two Archons are kids. I'm sort of disappointed actually. Okay, so I really hoped that we would get like a Raiden Shogun character model Archon. But apparently we're not getting it. Not in age though. I mean, obviously, right? Like, they're Archons, so they're like hundreds and hundreds of years old. In Zhongli's case, he's thousands of years old. Weird. God of War being a stupid kid.
Real twist for once.
Please refrain from levity in the court.
So he seems like I'm looking at his design and it reminds me so much of Kaveh, but at the same time he seems so cold, so smart, cold and calculating. Like, imagine like a dark Al-Haytham. That's sort of what I'm seeing from him. A dark Al-Haytham with a Kaveh aesthetic. He's only 6,000 plus years old, if I remember right. Yeah, that's right. He apparently he's 6,000 years old.
This trial is far
and because
from
he's
over.
that old, so many lore theorists have been theorizing that he was one of the sovereign, the dragon sovereigns, the 7 sovereign dragons, whatever they're called, from before the primordial one came to Vat. Exact president of Supreme Court. Yep, okay. No wonder why he looks so cold and calculating. Okay, I wanna look at that. The Archon again. So I like the white hair. I really like the white hair. She looks really fancy. She looks pretty spoiled, not gonna lie. Although she, at the same time, she also looks like she's trapped.
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother?
Yeah, she looks like she's trapped. I don't know. She's giving off like this trapped vibe that she's trapped in her job. He is the spy among Hoyo. Knows everything.
When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Or he's just one of those gods that's just bored and wants entertainment. And here we go. Lo and behold, the guy is providing entertainment to the god. That's sort of the vibe that I'm seeing here. He or she, or the Archon?
I mean, why do I even bother?
No, that's a she. Definitely a she.
When are...
RJ, she's a kid. In what world does a kid love to actually work? I mean, yeah, okay. You know what? I'm going with the second one that I that I said. Yeah, she's just bored. She's a kid, but she's to an archon, to whatever being she is. She is very, she's rather young. Like even Nahida being 500 years old, she may as well be a kid. Still doesn't really know much about the world. And I'm willing to bet the Hydro Archon hasn't seen much of the world, so I'm willing to bet she's just about as ignorant as about the world as Nahida is.
Are we going to final?
Another interesting one. Ooh. She looks really good. Arlecchino looks really good, but I'm not getting my hopes up because all of the Fatui, the Harbingers that we've gotten so far, while Tartaglia is pretty good, Wander is pretty good, they're not strong enough to be super attractive to me. That being said, my accounts are at the stage where I have all the DPS I need to clear all the content in the game. So I am at the point where I'm really only waiting for certain reruns to get constellations or weapons. And other than that, I could sort of wish for anyone that I like. Senora is pretty good. Man. Her, you know, Senora was pretty OP. Senora was pretty OP. She managed to I wouldn't say shut down, but sort of she managed to shut up an entire subreddit. So yeah, I gotta say Senora is pretty OP. Was pretty OP until she turned to dust. So yeah. Another one I'm interested in is so she looks
controls everything. But keep your eyes.
She certainly looks like a Kujo Sara-esque sort of figure. And she's walking alongside this guy. Willing to bet she is a somewhat Kujo Sara figure.
Eyes peeled, and you might be able to turn things.
I get the feeling that her showing that she has a gun here, her animations are, she's gonna have a similar animation to Mika. Right? Like where Mika is a polearm user, but there's a point in Mika's normal attack animations that he pulls out a crossbow. Chief Justice's kit better be good. Well, okay. I wouldn't I wouldn't get I wouldn't get my hopes up really, cuz like, so if you guys pay attention to what we've gotten for a while, the more attractive a character looks, the weaker they are. Like, okay, who are some examples of these? Obviously, it's not a 100% thing. It doesn't work. Not everybody is like that. But look at how attractive they made Shinha, and look at how low her value is. While she is the strongest cryo buffer, sure, but she kind of only has one use. Who else is like super attractive? Who isn't an Archon? Dia. Right? I think Dia looks super attractive. But look at what happened to her. I think Sino is super attractive. right? His design is really cool. I think even Ito's pretty attractive. Ito's actually pretty strong. He just has like a few parts of his kit that seem weird, and not it's not even about the kit. It's like the play style, I guess. Who else? Yeah, I guess I can't think of too many other characters, especially not when it's almost 3 in the morning. But yeah, I wouldn't get my hopes up just yet. Look at Kaveh, right? Okay, I understand Kaveh is a 4-star, but Kaveh is a pretty attractive looking 4-star. But look what they did to him. Geo doesn't work well with other elements, so yeah, Ito. Yeah, I mean, like the real only saving grace for Ito is just his multipliers, really. Amina is titled Goddess of Swords. Also, a character I like. I hope we don't see another Senora.
But it's not enough.
I don't think so.
Let
I
me
don't
make
know.
something clear.
She...
You think of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on...
Oh, you know what? She seems pretty smug. Yeah, she seems pretty smug, just like Senora was.
the stage, you're first and foremost actors. Good actors hone their craft to mesmerize the whole crowd.
But she seems pretty smart. And I'm not saying that Senora wasn't smart. I'm just saying that Senora didn't really have too many intelligence feats, like at least amongst all the official footage that she's had in the game. Whereas Arlecchino is like from this scene right here.
It's magician. Let me make something clear.
So that line right there is, it seems like she's projecting power and like the air of being arrogant and smug. But then her
You think
sort
of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on the stage,
her
You're
sort of
first
like
and
here when
domestic.
she tips them over, sort of like showing that she figured out the magic trick. That this is the magic trick. This is a magic trick. This isn't real. Like she saw through the illusion with little to no problem, and didn't even work on her. It sort of shows an intelligence slash I guess sharpness feat. So I don't know. I can't see. I don't see. I don't see a Senora moment happening with Arlecchino. Cares about power. All I care about is design. Well, for me, I care about power because I'm not a whale. If I was a whale, if I could actually afford to like buy primos and stuff, I probably wouldn't even, you know, I would probably consider power a lot less than I do now. I don't know why Lyney doesn't look 5-star to me. Yeah, right. Like that's what I thought. That's what I thought when I saw Lyney. Sorry, not Lynette. Apparently, it's pronounced Lyney. That's what he said. Yeah. He really does not look very 5-star to me. Like, especially if you don't look at the hat. Right? If you don't look at the hat, if you don't look at the sleeves, he really looks very 4-star. Lynette looks more 5-star. But Lyney, not so much. When's Eula coming? 3 days. No, 2 days. 2 days from now, my friend Nikki. Pre-install. You guys, pre-installation got released today. Pre-install your update so that you'll be ready in 2 days from now when 3.8 drops. Lynette is a 4-star. Anemo Sword, I think. Very surprising. Her Hoyo seems to be hiding their for a good long while now. Hoyo has been hiding their visions, right? Like they used to show the vision like very openly a good long while ago, but for a good long while now, yeah, like look at Eula's, for example, right? Like you could clearly see Eula's vision. If you look at Klee's, where is Klee's vision? Don't know. I don't know where her vision is. I think it's, isn't it on her backpack? I think it's on her backpack. Freminet. Freminet looks pretty nice too. She definitely looks very 4-star though. Oh, are there visions actually shown in here? Wait. I wanna watch the whole thing again, but this time I'm not gonna pause it. I'm just gonna shut up and let it play.
My mission.
The original sin is the fairest. Everyone sinks. Make the most of the final feast, because for the sinners, the curtain call has come.
Ladies and gentlemen, she did it! Seeing is believing, my friends. This has been Lyney and Lynette's magic show.
The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. And the most important part of this is what people see. People don't realize how much they expect their eyes to tell them the truth. But what you see is not real. It's all a show. And every part of the show is carefully controlled.
Controlled how?
By choosing the right time, the right place, and the right people. Whoever controls these three controls everything. But keep your eyes peeled, and you might be able to turn things to your advantage. In a nutshell, magic is what you see with your own 2 eyes.
Very fun. But it's not enough. Let me make something clear. You think of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on the stage, you're first and foremost actors. Good actors hone their craft to mesmerize the whole crowd.
Are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Please refrain from levity in the court. This trial is far from over.
Okay. Alright. Well, that's pretty sick. I like it. I like it. I like the trailer. They're certainly trying to hype up Fontaine. And when Fontaine does come, I'm sure people really won't be disappointed. There's going to be a bunch of lore dropped, a bunch of new characters to introduce. So it'll be the same as Sumeru. It'll be the same as Inazuma when those came out. First few patches gonna be pretty hype. A lot of playership, a lot of interest, a lot of topics to talk about. Especially with exploration and stuff. Exploration, the new characters, new lore, etc. I don't think Fontaine's hype will be as high as Sumeru, because Sumeru had the hype of having a new element along with the new region, whereas Fontaine will just be a new region. So oh yeah, so sure, to answer your question, no, I don't think they will ever nerf characters, because like look at what Hoyo has done. They have never nerfed a character before. Like they've never nerfed a character so directly before. The only nerf I've sort of seen in the game ever was a long time ago I don't know if you guys know what snapshotting is, but way back then, if you do, in case you do know what snapshotting is, then way back then, Elemental Mastery used to snapshot, and they sort of nerfed that by changing the way it works, and so Elemental Mastery doesn't snapshot anymore. And I think it was when the Elegy bow was released, because technically it was supposed to be Venti's weapon, but it doesn't really work on him because Elemental Mastery snapshotted. So when you cast your burst, that's it. You won't go. Venti will not get the EM buffs from his own weapon. So I think that was one of the reasons why they did that. At the same time, they didn't want it to be too OP to be able to snapshot Elemental Mastery. If they nerf character, they'll face lawsuits. I don't know about lawsuits, but it'll be like the first anniversary all over again. It'll definitely be the first anniversary all over again. So Hoyo, I think, has done a very good job of trying to avoid power creep. So in that way, they won't need to nerf characters later on, and they've done a pretty good job of taming characters' multipliers in their kits, so that to avoid releasing a character that's OP on release, and if sooner or later they find out that this character is too weak, then they could always issue a buff. And people love getting more stuff than what they got originally. But if you give somebody $20 and then you realize, oh wait, I need that $5 back, they're gonna hate you. But if people give you if you give somebody $10 and then say, oh, here's another 5, that person is gonna love you for it. That person is gonna be more thankful for you. And same thing, you gave somebody $15, but just because of how you did it, because of which direction you came from, then the perspective is very different. I'm excited to see new characters in action. I mean, I can't wait to I don't know, like, I just want to see them in action. I don't really care about having all of them. There's a bunch of characters, a bunch of new characters coming to the game. A lot of them shown in this one trailer. Now that I'm looking at this scene,
It's all a show.
they sort of look like I don't know, like investigators, some sort of investigator or detective. I don't know. That's sort of the vibe I'm getting from this guy, and like she just so happens to be I don't know, like the assistant or something. I don't know. You're right. Really? I don't know. Like, cause like, look, he looks like a bored cop looking at somebody's files. That's the vibe I'm getting from him, and like an assistant who just, I don't know.
It's all a show.
Just so happens to be quite helpful, but very quiet, but not very strong either. Police officer from Fontaine. If that's true, then they definitely nailed the vibe from his vibe in this trailer. Well, technically, so Spirit, Xingqiu still does apply Hydro every hit, but he applies Hydro with every wave. Because, so, okay, let's say for example, especially if you have it at if you have him at what constellation, at C6, I believe, because so the number of rain swords you get at C6 change. You now get 2 rain swords, 3, and then 5, 2, 3, 5. So in your wave of 2, there's a chance that it might not apply Hydro, but then your next wave will be 3, right? And remember, the standard ICD is either, I believe, 2.5 seconds or every third hit. And because you have 3 rain swords, if your last Hydro application was the second rain sword of the previous wave, then you're gonna have 3 rain swords in your next wave, which means 2 of them won't apply Hydro, but one of the 3 will apply Hydro, and your next wave will have 5 rain swords. So 2 of them won't apply Hydro, 1 of them will, and then the other 2 won't. And then your next wave will be a wave of 2, and then 1 of them will apply Hydro, 1 won't, etc. Right? So it's technically every wave. But when you said every hit, I can't argue with it, because like I didn't really understand anything about all of this when I was new to the game. It took me, I think, like almost a year of playing Genshin to understand all of this. So I don't know if that's true or not. Should I pull for Yelan in the future? I don't know. I think that's up to you, but I don't know. I would recommend pulling for Yelan, because like it's always nice to sort of have 2 Xingqius because of what they both offer. Hey, what's up, Revi? How's it going, man? yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, I think that's it. That's gonna be it for today, guys. There's really, it's getting quite late. Yeah, it's getting properly late. So, and I got work in 5 hours from now. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a. It's not even sleep at this point anymore. It's basically a nap. Yeah. Anyway. What do you do in stream right now? I'm so sorry, Revi. You came at a bad time, really. We've been on stream for 3 hours. I started stream really late last night. So yeah. So anyways, I'm going to do an Abyss stream. I'm going to do Abyss because Abyss just reset. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow. I want to stream tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna take a nap in the afternoon, so I don't know if I can stream, but I'm definitely gonna stream on Wednesday. I'm highly likely gonna stream on Thursday. Yeah, so pretty excited for those. I'm gonna try tomorrow because I want to do Abyss. I want to do Abyss. Abyss just reset. I want to do it. I know it's a very annoying Abyss, but I like it. It's something to do with my accounts. I've been building my accounts for what, 3 years now, and I got nowhere to actually use them in. So anyway, if you guys need any help building your characters, building your accounts, or if you need any help making a decision on which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein on the server. Ask for my opinion, ask for other people's opinion on the server, or ask for our help. Like there's a bunch of people over there. I occasionally help every now and then, especially when it comes to like basically trying to troubleshoot what's wrong with an account or what an account needs. I love doing that stuff, especially when I have time. I actually really enjoy doing that. Yeah, anyway, so thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good afternoon, good evening, and have a good day. Take care, everybody. Bye, guys. All right. Take care, everybody. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Again, like I said, I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. If I'm not too tired, I will. But if I am, then Wednesday. All right. Bye, everybody. Take care.